You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out. Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. So BossTop's name itself has been, inside drill history, it has been tainted, scarred, and thrown in dirt. I'm not gonna lie. There's very few good things that have been said about BossTop from other people's mouths. This whole time I've been alive, and the whole time I've been looking at the drill culture, like just being 1,000. This particular video is about fans wanting to know what's Sosa's problem with BossTop? What's the real problem? Even though we already knew about BossTop taking the chain, right? We already knew that was a result of O-Block's one of their top members by the name of Trey 5, who King Von got that song about. Allegedly, that why he told is supposed to be about Trey 5 and not Wooski's brother, Big Mike. But getting back to it, Trey 5 gets locked up. O-Block is thirsty to try to get him out, doing whatever. Woo out the bam. They thinking about, okay, what's the biggest money situation? Well, we got a money situation that's of O-Block, but he don't live in O-Block no more. So what do? You know, I don't know how many people were with BossTop when he went in there and got snapping on Sosa, ransacked the house, and took Sosa's chain off his person. I don't know whether it was on Sosa's neck or where it was at, but BossTop details the story where he walked up and took it. I just forget all the details because it was so many years ago. But, you know, this other story, right? The real reason, and Taste is Hunted, thanks to Taste is Hunted, who changed his name, and take Capone for this story, right? Because nobody would have knew of this. So Take Capone says that there is what was supposed to have happened was, you know, Blood Money, which GB, Blood Money, use GB, right? Which is Chief Keef's cousin. This is why Chief Keef would have the problem with BossTop. Blood Money let BossTop see a watch. So just time goes on. I don't know how many days or weeks. I doubt it was that many days because Chicago dudes, you feel me? If they give you a time period to see their stuff, they thirsty on you, you know. So they said they was parked somewhere, and then Blood Money pop up, you know, approach the vehicle they in and open the door and on BD, where my watch at? Type of thing. And they said BossTop literally the people that was in the car with BossTop, in which Taste is 100 was in the car with BossTop. That's why he's telling this story, and he's giving so much validity to it because he's like, I was right there. I watched Blood Money ask for his watch, and then you just had the watch on the whole time we was riding. But when he approaches the car, you put the watch up. You cuff the watch and tell Blood Money that when he asks you about the watch, you tell him you forgot it at home. So that could be the bigger, well, I can't say that that's bigger than taken directly from Sosa. So, but those could be two great reasons. But so fast forward to today, you know, Remo asked BossTop about these accusations, and woo, we get a hilarious response. we gonna get into that. Before we do, gotta ask you to please hit that like button. This lets the algorithm know that this video has what it takes to win and more people can see it. Share this video with your friends, family, etc. if you got the time and patience. What's a bigger thing for me is subscribing to the channel. Pretty please with 3 cherries on top. If you want to wait to the end to see if I earn your subscription, we can do that. But we're going to shake on that and be a man or woman of your word at the end of this video. Cool? Okay. We virtually bet on that. Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on everything this channel produces.
So the space that I'm in, I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Because that is hard, man. A lot of the music space is you doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot. You know, people look at it like, man, he got them clout. He's shooting videos and he doing millions, so it must be easy. Like, man, you really got to work. It ain't going to come sweet, man. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, it's definitely sweeter than rap. But like I said, man, I ain't gave up the grind. We still pushing the music. It's just the streaming shit, it corrupt me right now. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what it is, man. Hey, at least you're getting money. That's all that matters right there, man.
For sure.
All right, man. So I'm gonna get into probably the biggest thing that's been going on, man, is, recently BossTop was on No Jumper. And during this interview, they asked him about a story you told about a watch that allegedly he stole. And when they asked him about you, he said he didn't know who you were. What's your thoughts on that?
I ain't gonna lie. When it first happened, I was pissed off. I was a little mad, but I honestly wasn't mad at all once I actually seen the whole clip. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't just deny he didn't know me, which was what the blogs all put out. Like, the blogs made it such a big thing about him acting like he didn't know me, but he literally didn't claim anybody that had something to say about him that he probably didn't like. They asked him about another guy who rapped about robbing and taking his pipe and shooting Top, and Top said he didn't know him. They asked Top about J Hood, a person from his block, and he said he didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? So once I seen that, I'm just like, well, I guess he playing. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you got to look at it like some people book you for interviews, bro, and they be trying to get tea and you give them piss. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it was him just trying to give piss when he know people trying to give tea, or he just really didn't want to, entertain nothing about nobody that was saying that he felt like was saying something bad about him. So I honestly was kind of, threw off at first, but once I figured out everything and, realized that he basically said he don't know nobody that he actually know outside of Schmirk now and Lil Jeff. I ain't getting up about that shit.
Yeah, I kind of felt like he didn't want to go viral. He didn't want to give no energy to anything.
Yeah, like even if you watch the interview, like that's the kind of thing like that was making me come to this conclusion as well. It's like, when you ever seen Top like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never really seen him that calm, cool. Really, like, he kind of not even giving a lot of the shit really energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was looking at it like, man, maybe they trying to get some tea. Maybe he giving them piss. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what it was. And, he fresh out. Maybe he ain't looking for that type of attention right now. So he wasn't trying to do no negative shit. He was talking about being a Muslim and all that type of shit. So maybe he was just giving them piss.
So whose side are you on with this ordeal? Is someone always lying on BossTop, trying to get clout off his name because he the boss of the O? Or is BossTop telling the truth from beginning to end? What I think there's a possibility of, I think there's a great possibility that BossTop has been the main slime out of O Block, and he up for every opportunity, even if the opportunity goes against his brothers in O Block. He's for that. They call it opportunist, right? Opportunist. it doesn't mean it's a bad thing that you jump on every opportunity. It's just when you go for the negative opportunities. But being opportunist isn't always bad. So Top, don't fault me for saying that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this, man, because this is kind of wild, man. Like BossTop getting down like that, and they got him as a boss of this big old place, this project. You know, and he's like one of the main ones left standing because he's older now. And what? That's how y'all bumming? And y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about all this. You know, and before you leave, man, hit that like, share this. I'm reminding you, like I said I was going to do, subscribe to the channel. You going to do it now and get it out the way. Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on any and everything this channel produces future-wise. This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news channel on YouTube at this time. The Real Soda TV. I'm out of here.